happened to me, and that day I learned silence is not always weakness. I was working at a digital marketing company in Los Angeles. I was new, but I took my job seriously. My team lead was Ryan. Everyone respected him, and so did I. He was very helpful at first. "Good job, keep going," he would say these things. But slowly, everything changed. One day in a meeting, he suddenly said, "This project is a complete mess, and the responsibility for it is..." He looked at me. Him. Everyone looked at me. I was surprised and said, "What? I didn't do this alone." He cut me off. "No excuses. Fix it." That day, I was humiliated. But that wasn't the end of it. Over the next few weeks, he would deliberately magnify the mistakes I made in my work. He would belittle me in front of others. And the funny thing is, he took credit for everything I fixed. One day, my colleague Emily quietly told me, "Ryan is submitting your files under his own name." My head was spinning. I went home at night and checked everything. Emails, file history, timestamps, everything was clear. He was running my work under his own name. That night, I decided I would keep quiet, but this time with a plan. A week later, the company had a big client meeting. The CEO himself would be there. Ryan had said in advance, "I'll handle the presentation." I didn't say anything, but I was getting ready inside. The day of the meeting, a large conference room. Everyone was sitting. Ryan confidently began his presentation. I created this whole strategy. I was sitting quietly. When he reached the middle of the slide, I raised my hand. "Can I add something?" The room paused for a moment. Ryan said, a little annoyed, "Make it quick." I stood up. I connected my laptop. I opened my own files on the screen. Then I started showing them one by one. Original drafts, edit history, email threads. I said, "I created these files, and Ryan took them from me and submitted them under his own name." The room was completely silent. The CEO leaned forward and looked at the screen. Ryan suddenly said, "That's not true." I opened another slide. There was Ryan's own message. "Send me your final version. I'll present it." Everyone watched. Emily said in a low voice, "I knew it." Ryan's face changed color. The CEO slowly said, "Ryan, explain this." He couldn't say anything. At that moment, I didn't show any anger. I just stood there. After a while, the CEO said, "We'll discuss this after the meeting." The meeting ended in awkward silence. The next morning, I got a call from HR. I thought maybe it was me who was the problem, but no. HR said, "Ryan has been terminated." I listened silently. Then they said, "And we'd like you to take his position." I was silent for a while. Then I just said, "Thank you." That was the first time I felt relieved leaving the office. Ryan wanted to belittle me, steal my work, humiliated me in front of everyone. But I didn't yell. I didn't rush. I waited. And at the right time, I brought up the truth. I finally realized one thing. No matter how much people try to bring you down, if you stick to your work and the truth, one day, everyone will see it.